Welcome back everyone. So we are going to now work on the problem in our story, the problem and the animal that helps. So don't forget, I've got my plan there on my laptop. You need to get your plan out and have it next to you on your table so you can use it to write your middle bit of your story. So before we get started, let's have a little think in this little story. What happens? We're going to use one animal that doesn't help, and we're going to use one animal that does help. So, the animal that doesn't help, one of them was a lion in my story. It might be different in your story, and that's fine. So, the lion suddenly pounces out of nowhere and sniffs around because he can smell the lion. The lion? No, he can smell the knight and the horse. And the knight and the horse quickly go and hide, and then the lion sniffs around, gives his mane a big shake, and fur goes everywhere. And then he pads off into the middle of the forest. And the knight and his horse come back out, they collect his fur, put it in the cushion, and the horse says, "No, it's too bristly." So then, as they're plodding through the forest, they bump into a unicorn. And she tells them that she can help, and she takes them to her nest, which is full of unicorn hair, and we said it was heaps or clumps of it, and it was perfect for the pillow. So, let's begin. So it's a sudden, so we're going to start with our sentence opener, which will be suddenly. So, capital letter, suddenly, an enormous golden lion pounced from where? What are there lots of in forests? There's lots of looming trees. So suddenly enormous lion. So suddenly an enormous golden lion pounced from behind the tall, looming trees. So then what happened? The knight and his, who was with the knight? His horse. Quickly, because you won't slowly hide, will you? You'll quickly hide. So the knight and his horse quickly hid behind a large bush. Why? Because here. Why did they do that? Because they didn't want the lion to see them. So remember, big elephants can always understand small elephants because, so large bush because they didn't want the lion to notice them. Rather than see them, we're going to say notice them. Didn't. Lion to notice them. Okay. What did the lion do? The big cat, or the lion, he sniffed around for them and then shook his big mane, and what happened? Fur went everywhere. So, the lion sniffed, there's your verb, he's sniffing, sniffed around. Then another verb, he shook his glorious mane. Glorious mane and padded back into the dark of the forest. Forest. Right. There was fur everywhere. So I'm going to write that now. Capital letter. There was fur everywhere. There was fur everywhere, but it was too bristly. We don't want to sleep on a bristly pillow, do we? That won't be fun at all. Okay, right, then what happens? Out of nowhere, they bumped into a unicorn. Okay. Out of nowhere, nowhere is one word, they, remember bumped, so we're using ed again. Out of nowhere they bumped into an elegant unicorn. And what did the unicorn do? She said she could help them. So, out of nowhere, they bumped into an elegant unicorn who said that she could help. She could help. So what did she do? She led them to her, what is it, glistening nest. Led them to her glistening, glistening nest. Why? Why did she do that? She led them to a glistening nest so they could, what? So they could use the heaps of, what is it? It's unicorn hair is magical. So heaps of magical unicorn hair for the pillow. And what did we say? There was hair everywhere. Ooh. Capital letter for there was, can't write that low down, so I'm just going to put it up like this. So there was hair everywhere. And what else? What was it? Was it not good enough? There was hair everywhere. And this time it was what was it? It was perfect for the pillow. exclamation mark. That's perfect. Okay, let's have a read so we know we haven't made too many mistakes or any at all. So, suddenly an enormous golden lion pounced from behind the tall looming trees. The knight and his horse quickly hid behind a large bush because they didn't want the lion. We don't need that many ones, so we're going to cross that out. So this is why we always read back our work. So, because they didn't want the lion to notice them, the lion sniffed around, shook his glorious mane, and padded back into the dark of the forest. There was fur everywhere, but it was too bristly. Out of nowhere, they bumped into an elegant unicorn who said that she could help. She led them to her glistening nest so they could use the heaps of magical unicorn hair for the pillow. There was hair everywhere, and this time it was perfect for the pillow. So, we've written the middle bit of our story. Now, you can obviously use the animals I used, but if you thought of other animals yourself, you can use those. Don't forget, if you're stuck, ask an adult. If you're stuck, you can come back and look at my video, or you can look at the slides. Don't forget, I want to see capital letters, full stops, adjectives, adverbs, and verbs. Okay? So, I will see you in the next video.